banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best, 'cause it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. There's lights that burn so brightly, in the northeast sky they shine, from the place that Geordies worship, where legends wear number 9. You can travel right round the world, even meet the Pope in Rome, but nothing beats the feeling that when you come back here to home. No matter how life changes, we'll never be far apart. The northeast always home, and it's always in your heart. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and it's the morning after the night before, absolutely. And before we get into it all, let's get into the little bits and pieces. If you like what you see, then please make sure you smash that like. It does help the channel with search results, so please smash that like. Lovely, thank you very much. Also, if you're brand new at the channel, then please smash the subscribe. Come and join this great community, and the bell notification tells when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So I'm currently on 569 subscribers, so I'm 31 away now from 600. So absolutely fantastic to everybody who subscribed so far. It does mean so much to me. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, so after last night's 4-1 win over Brighton, we've got, before we get into the nitty gritty from last night's game, we've got some transfer news. Well, it's not news, it's rumours, and it's more just links again to the club. We are continuing to be linked with Juventus midfielder Adrien Rabiot, according to reports in Italy, because the Frenchman is actually out of contract in the summer, so he's on a free. Obviously, we're not the only club that's chasing him, by the way, but the 28-year-old has always been linked with a move to us since the takeover. He's also a reported target for Man United, but they said he really wants to stay. Well, he's open to staying at Juventus, but would like to analyse other offers on the table first. So basically that's saying we've got a chance, and he wants to see what people are offering before he makes a decision whether he wants to stay at Juventus or head abroad somewhere else. I mean, it's reported that also Bayern Munich, Chelsea, now that's a surprise, Chelsea's in there, Liverpool and PSG, Barcelona and Real Madrid are all amongst the parties. I mean, it's some great company there to be linked with them. I mean, you know, the likes of Bayern Munich, PSG, Barcelona, Real Madrid. You know, to be linked alongside clubs like that from Europe, it's, you know, it's just a testament how far we've actually come as a club. So, you know, Rabiot, would you take him on a free? Absolutely. Quality player. And do you know what? You got to be in it to win it, as I say. So, you know, let's hope the club put an offer in it and see what happens. But again, it's just another link. It's not to say that he is actually coming. And according to a Turkish news outlet, Aksam, we are keen on a move for 23-year-old midfielder Ferdi Kadıoğlu. The midfielder has impressed for Fenerbahce this season despite his return in front of goal. The Turkish international's played 43 times for Fenerbahce this season. He scored 3 goals and notched 3 assists. We've been linked with a €20 million fee for the former Dutch youth international. I mean, he's obviously he's a young talent, he's 23. So, you know, again, it's another link to a youngster. Whether he comes or not, I don't know. You know, again, it's something we just have to wait and see. But yeah, absolutely. You know, these links keep coming up, and it's just going to keep going and going. So, you know, there's always going to be a new name thrown in every day, or 2 or 3 new names every day. So yeah. Jamal Lewis has he's broken his stance on his Newcastle nightmares. He waits for a Premier League Toon start. Currently standing 16 months since he last started a game for Newcastle. And basically what he's saying is he's facing an uncertain future because he knows he's behind Dan Burn and Matt Targett in the left back Newcastle. The 25-year-old has actually said there's been dark days. He says, I've had a tough time over the last couple of years, so just with injuries and health. He says, I'm finding my body's in a good place. I'm ready to play, but unfortunately I'm not getting the game time I would probably like at Newcastle. Come to my national team is always a pleasure. I'm happy that Michael O'Neill puts trust in me, though I haven't got the minutes in my legs, so I'm just happy to get on the pitch, says Lewis. Lewis says fans don't always see the psychological struggles that players endure behind the scenes. Obviously, football's all glitz and glamour, but it's the darker side and psychological side of football that is not talked about as much as it probably should be. It's been difficult going from playing week in, week out in Norwich to not playing and then getting injured and having a tricky injury that I can't really get on top of, which can have a negative part in your mental being and health and everything. It is, but to get on top of it, I'm just looking forward to it now and really optimistic about my future and my career. Hopefully it's going into an upward trajectory. So, basically he's saying obviously he's had injuries and that, and obviously he's had a bit of mental health issues, and and I hope he's getting better. He then goes on to say for the remainder of the season, he says, look, I just focus game to game, then just moving forward. Obviously Newcastle are having a great season whether I'm involved or not, and I'm happy to be part of the group. He says the gaffer Eddie Howe is doing amazing, the boys are doing amazing, so I'm happy to be part of it. And then when the summer comes, we'll assess it and see where the best move for me is and the club moving forward. So, he's behind the lads, behind the club at the moment, and he just wants to assess his options in the summer, which is fair enough. And, I hope, if he does move on, I hope he goes to a club and, a club that will play him week in, week out, and he may get back to the best he was at Norwich. And, good luck to the lad if he does go. And, so, yeah. But let's get back to last night's game. Yes, last night, 4-1 win over Brighton. Absolutely fantastic. I said before the game kicked off, and I said in my preview, 2-1, I would quite happily take a 2-1 win for last night. But to go and win 4-1, fantastic. Before the game started, the crowd were for it. The war flags display was as brilliant as it always is. We took that game to Brighton in the first half. We were all over them. They were trying to play out for them the back. There was a few we could have been in there and had a couple of goals from the way they were trying to play out from the back. It was very dangerous how they were playing. But yeah, all in all, we got the job done last night. Absolutely fantastic. If you didn't see last night's instant reaction, then go and check it out. But yeah, we were everywhere last night. We were brilliant. Second half, they got a goal back. A little bit of sloppiness on our side, but you know what? Who cares? Because we won the game. But we do need to address why we're being a little bit sloppy at the back. But do you know what it is? We just don't know when we're beat. That's the thing. And we showed last night how good we can be. Yes, we got that draw at Leeds, and as I did say after that, as I have said since that game, I did say that draw at Leeds may be an important point in our season, and that's proven to be an important point. Yes, we possibly should have beat Leeds, but it was a hard ask down there. You had that crowd behind them, and so, yeah. But to come out with that with a point, I would have said, yeah, we'll take that all day. We knew Leeds were going to be here for the fight, so that's why we only got that point. But, last night, we just took the game to Brighton. Brighton looked totally different side. I can understand why Brighton rested some of their players, like some McAllister and Cecil. Ferguson, I think because they've got that many games coming up, so they don't want to be burning the players out. I mean, they've got a game on Sunday. So, yeah, they want to be up for these games, and they want to try and utilise a squad and rotate. I thought probably their best player on the pitch was their goalkeeper, Jason Steele. I thought he'd done well for them, kept the score down. Callum will be disappointed he didn't score a fifth in another brace, but it is what it is. It happens, you know. Miggy should have scored before they went up and made it 2-1. But, you know, it doesn't matter. We've got the job done. We got the 3 points. That's the most important part of this win, the 3 points. That's what you want, the 3 points. And we are now closer to Champions League. Eddie Howe was absolutely spot on last night when he said, look, we'll play Leicester. It's the Premier League. Leicester are fighting for their lives. Well, Leicester are fighting for their lives, but they don't look to be putting up much of a fight. I mean, against Liverpool, they looked absolutely woeful. And if we can press them like we did last night at Brighton on Monday, there's only one outcome in this game, and that's a Newcastle win. I can't see anything else other than that. And it's just a matter of how many goals do we score against Leicester. I did have to laugh this morning, though. I saw a thing from the Liverpool Echo, of all papers. The supercomputer has done its maths for who's going down this season. And according to the supercomputer, it'll be Leicester and Leeds who will go down. Everton will just scrape it. But the most laughable part, which I couldn't get over, was they said Leicester will actually finish on 32 points. They'll actually get 2 draws out the last 2 games against us and West Ham. I thought, hang on a minute. Leicester are going to come up and hang on for a draw. Can't see it, not the way they've been playing. So, yeah, but then it's come from Liverpool. What do we expect, you know? Jurgen Klopp's probably got something to do with that. But, yeah, you know, there's no way. I can't see we're not beating Leicester on Monday, in all honesty. Leicester look poor, they look shot, and, you know, I think even if Everton did the impossible and beat Wolves on Saturday afternoon, you know, we beat Leicester Monday, they're relegated. You know, same with Leeds. If they get beat against West Ham, they're almost down, you know. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting end to the season. But, you know, and it's nice for us to sit above it and watch a relegation zone battle go on. You know, it's just, yeah, it's great that we're not involved in that no more. We're a different league now. We're in the top 4. And, you know, beat Leicester on Monday and we can't lose 3rd place. So that's the aim now. Just go and beat Leicester on Monday and keep 3rd place. Let's get it, you know, let's get the 3rd place. I mean, Man U, you look at them and think they've got to go to Bournemouth. That's tricky. I mean, you'd expect Man United to win that one, so they come back level on points with us. But then they've got to play Chelsea, which depends what Chelsea turn up. If Chelsea turn up and play, that could be a tricky game. If Chelsea don't turn up, Man U win that game. As long as we win our remaining 2 games, we should finish in 3rd place. Despite what Man U do, even if they finish level on points with us, it doesn't matter because our goal difference is massive. And that's the key, the goal difference. You know, Liverpool took our goal difference down by 3 the other night with that win over Leicester, but we just increased it by another 3 with that win over Brighton last night. So it's 4-1 now. So yeah, so we, you know, so yeah, we've increased that goal difference, but that's the main thing. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say this morning. Apart from back tonight with the match review, so catch up with that at 7 p.m. I mean, I've not really slept a lot. Well, I got to bed about 20 past 12, and then I got up again at 5 this morning for work. So yeah, you can tell I'm absolutely shattered. I've got a day at work, but thankfully it's the weekend, and yeah. But anyway, yes, like I say, I'm back with the match review tonight, so please join me for that. So if you like what you see, then please smash a like. It does help the channel with search results. So if you haven't smashed that like, do so, please. Thank you. Also, if you are brand new to the channel, then please smash the subscribe. It's free to do so and help the channel grow. And bell notification will tell you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So all that leaves me to say is, remember, the future's bright. The future is black and white. And until this evening, enjoy what you're doing. Take care, and away the lads.